Welcome back to another episode of Turn on the Game, the podcast. I'm your Uncle Buck, your moderator for this evening. We are live in Blacken Studios on the 6th day of March, 2022. Spring is just 2 weeks around, and this is episode 225. Nothing like a 50-piece to show them you're full. This episode is brought to you by the House of Outli3r as well as Blacken Studios. On tonight's show, the fellas discuss the NBA. Who are your favorites to bring home the Larry O'Brien Trophy? Hey, I think we got feedback on Larry O'Brien Trophy. I think we got. I'm hearing feedback. Where's that feedback coming from? When it's all said and done, we have another edition of Top 5 Dead or Alive, the Wackest NBA Signature Shoe Edition. Flip on yesterday or last week's. What is that?
You hear some feedback?
Yeah. I'm hearing an echo. Hey, Phil, am I on your like your speakerphone or something?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's tripping me out. This week we got 3 of the 4 co-hosts. Coach Junior, shout out to you. He is out there rocking at the Thunder game tonight. We got Cousin Phil at home on Zoom. Then we got Chris J and Frogg, and Chris J is live on his TikTok, which is Chris J Frogg. Oh, I thought this said Chris J Frogg. It's Chris J from TOTG. I feel like you change your name every week.
Nope, it's always been the same. I just changed my name at the top of my profile.
Oh, gotcha. How y'all fellas doing?
Good, man.
The weather felt so amazing this week here in Oklahoma, and all of a sudden today it's cold.
Yeah.
Which is about right.
Yeah, classic Oklahoma weather, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of chilly for the next couple of days, and next weekend it's going to be in the 60s. So, it's one of those things we deal with here in Oklahoma City.
So we just need to hold out a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah. And then, tornado season right around the corner, so we're going to get hit with those next.
Spicy.
But I think the tornado trajectory has shifted to, I want to say, the northeast now. It's not so much here anymore, but I don't want to jinx us or anything. So hopefully is this table wood?
Yes.
All right, knock it on a little wood.
It just has epoxy on it.
All right, well, underneath, I don't think it's no epoxy. Right. Knock it on that wood underneath the table. That's epoxyless.
Frogg, how you doing, man? Talk to us.
Good, man. I'm doing good. So I went to see the Batman yesterday.
Oh. It's a 3-hour movie, isn't it?
We realized it was 3 hours and we got up out of there.
It's 3 hours?
3 hours, exactly.
Man. It's 3 hours. Yeah.
We did not know that.
Did it feel like 3 hours?
It didn't. Not to me.
It was.
And I typically will fall asleep like in midway of a movie. Mm-hmm. So I'll catch the beginning and I'll catch the end, the most important parts to me.
Yeah.
But this one I stayed awake the whole time. And
how many times you fall asleep in movies? That's crazy. I mean, I've never
do it often.
I know, Frogg. I do the same thing. I'll take like a little mini nap.
Yep.
And even on the good movies. Even on the good movies, I find myself waking up like, oh, and I can't ask like what I missed because that just frustrates DeAndre. So I just rock with it. I'd be like, I'm here. Let me try to piece this together.
Kim will nudge me, and I act like I wouldn't sleep. I'd be like,
Oh, okay. Oh,
hey, man, so everybody's out there that's listening and watching on my little TikTok live here. Do y'all fall asleep in movies? I mean, I personally can't fall asleep during a movie. I'm trying to watch the entire movie. I don't care if it's boring or not. I've never yet to fall asleep in a movie. And Batman?
I didn't fall asleep in Batman.
Okay. Sorry. What was the last movie you fell asleep on?
The one before that.
Coach Carter?
No, I can't remember what it was, but I can tell you. But
he said Coach Carter.
has anyone seen it here? I don't want to.
No, I haven't seen it.
I don't want to do any spoilers.
No. Talk to me. I don't mind spoilers.
I don't really watch this.
You don't like superheroes anyway, so
I might do like Batman though.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Was it good?
So it was good.
3 hours good.
To me, they could have did a better job on the Riddler. You didn't hear "Riddle me this" until the very last scene of the movie. He didn't even say it.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell you who said it.
Okay, yeah, that's weird.
But somebody else that wasn't in the movie at all until the last scene said "Riddle me this." The Riddler didn't say it at all, which that pissed me off.
Was the Joker in it?
I can't tell you that.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay. That's like
You're asking me for spoilers.
Was there a lot of cool things that you wasn't expecting? Did it surprise you at all?
What surprised me was Batman's afraid of heights, which
that's a spoiler, man.
Crazy. It's all hell. How you afraid of heights?
Did Robert do a good
that was my
Batman?
question.
He did a good Batman. He did a terrible Bruce Wayne. And I think it was the writing. I don't think it was him. He has the potential. I can see this going 6 or 8 movies deep because he's young. He's young.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say. I'll say 5. 5 movies. Because you got to think about how long it's going to take to make a movie. 2 years at least each movie. But he's a good Batman. But the Bruce Wayne needs some work.
Was he not player enough? Was he lacking the player?
He wasn't. Like, they have it wrote in the script that he didn't go out. He didn't come out the house as Bruce Wayne, ever.
This is right when he became Batman.
He was just doing Batman.
Oh, huh.
It was crazy. But Catwoman, she was cool.
They got all of them in there, huh?
She was cool. Yeah.
How she looked?
She looked good in it. She looked good in it. She played the role. I mean, they didn't do no homage to old Batman. If you know Batman, like Catwoman, she didn't do the purr. She, they actually, I don't want to spoil it, but eventually Batman's gonna get some ass.
One more time, because you spoiling everything. I don't want to know nothing about it.
My bad, man. Finally, you speak up. I'd asked all y'all. You ain't say nothing. I'm just not hearing
Cut
you.
out, I guess, on that part.
My bad. I'll shut up then. But it was good. It was a good movie, man.
That's what's up.
Okay.
I might check it out. It's 3 hours. I might check it out.
All right, Frogg and Chris. Well, today's episode, like I said, we got some NBA facts and shit to hit you with. So let's take our first commercial break and come back with NBA standings and some locker room.
Turn on.
Looking for your voice to be heard? Have a passion and want to share it with those of a common mindset? Have a business or brand that needs to get the word out but don't know where to advertise? Contact Blacken Studios, a full-spectrum, cutting-edge podcast studio that services clients from all over the country. Blacken Studios offers you more than just a podcast. We offer you an experience. In-house production from audio-video recording, editing, marketing, advertisement, and exposure with over thousands of people listening weekly. Blacken Studios doesn't hesitate to back local businesses. So when you want your voice heard, Blacken Studios has your back. Search Blacken Studios on all social platforms. Email at podcast@blackenstudios.com or visit us at blackenstudios.com. And remember, it's Blacken.
Appreciate you joining me today, everybody.
And we are back here on episode 225 on Turn on the Game, the podcast. Named
Deuce and a quarter.
Like a 50
That's what I should have named it.
To show me
225.
Where'd you get that from before I start the standings?
Because of the 50 piece that Tatum put on them Nets today.
I didn't know if we was talking about LeBron's 50 piece. Oh, let's talk about it. The Eastern Conference. I'm going to hit on the top 10 teams.
Who?
The top 10 teams in the Eastern.
Singing when he was talking about the 50 piece because he thought you were talking about LeBron.
Top 10.
He was trying to serenade
Sounds like an hater. We got the top 10 in the Eastern Conference standing right now. This is March 6, 2022. We got Atlanta Hawks in number 10, Brooklyn Nets in number 9, Charlotte Hornets in number 8, Toronto Raptors number 7, Cleveland Cavaliers in the 6, Boston Celtics rounding it out in the 5 spot, Chicago Bulls in number 4, Milwaukee Bucks number 3, number 2, Philadelphia 76ers, and number 1, the Miami Heat. That is your Eastern Conference Finals. And the Miami Heat's winning record is 43-22. In the Western Conference, we have the Pelicans. I was trying to scroll back up. We got the Pelicans in number 10, the LA Lakers number 9, the LA Clippers number 8, Timberwolves number 7, the Nuggets number 6, the Mavs rounding us out in the middle part with number 5, the Jazz seeping in number 4, Warriors number 3, them Grizzly Boys Number 2.
Wow.
And
Memphis.
them Suns.
Memphis.
Picking this out. Number 1, 51-13
Memphis.
record.
Wow. Memphis, number 2.
Memphis. Who's on Memphis?
Ja Morant,
Yes.
basically.
Ja Morant.
He out there balling.
So, who's your biggest surprise?
Memphis. It's a biggest surprise to me. I mean, to be number 2, yeah, absolutely. Memphis.
Memphis.
I mean, I knew they'd be in
Phil?
the top 10, but not 2.
Phil, who's your biggest surprise?
I'm gonna go with Memphis as well. I thought they'd be like around 5 and 6 this year.
I was thinking 7.
So them being number 2 would be my biggest surprise.
And they got a better record than Miami, who's number 1 in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, but it's like the power of the shit that the Eastern Conference is a little bit more tougher than the Western Conference now. So, like back in the day, the West used to be tougher than the East. It looks like the roles kind of switched a little bit.
As far as toughness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest surprise.
Look at the top 4. Look at the top 4 in the East versus the top 4 in the West.
We got the top 4 in the East is Bulls, Bucks, 76ers, and Heat. And then on the West is Jazz, Warriors, Grizzlies, and Suns.
Yeah. I mean, the East was booty for so long. They had no chance but to get better after 10 years of being trash.
So have you guys' picks to go to the finals changed with the way
Obviously.
the NBA is going right now?
Well, I mean,
Heck yeah.
I mean, it might not have changed.
Shit,
Whoever y'all chose is still going.
It's changed.
Shout out to Antonio Fuller in Facebook land. Everybody's in Facebook and YouTube. Please like and share. We appreciate it. Antonio Fuller says the Bulls is the biggest surprise for him.
That was going to be mine if I could ever get it out. But, yeah, the Bulls.
the Bulls?
Because I didn't.
Over Memphis?
Yeah, because I didn't see. Memphis, they've been playing together. So they've been gelling. So where they're at, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But the ascension is not a surprise for Memphis because they're on the come up. They was on the come up last year. They've been on the come up for a while. Well, at least since Ja Morant got here. But the Bulls, this is year 1.
But you got to understand.
But then the only people they added was Caruso and
They had a lot of pieces.
and DeRozan.
They added and Ball.
Yeah, I forgot about him. He ain't been playing though. Lonzo ain't played.
But here's the thing, though. You forgot that 3 of them is Cali boys, and they've been playing with each other. Whether we know about it or not, they've been playing with each other for a long time.
Man, everybody talk about what they did back at home. I'm talking about the NBA.
Hey, it don't matter if you got a chemistry. Them are California boys. Man, California boys tend to click, just like New York boys. It's like Edmond boys tend to click better than they do with the East Side boys here in Oklahoma City. It's the same. When you got that familiarity, that helps you with that. You know what I'm saying? So I see it as like they doing what they supposed to do. They finally got DeRozan to where DeRozan feels free to do what he want to do.
DeRozan trying to win MVP.
Been hurt. Yeah, Caruso been hurt since Allen did that little dirty ass play on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically been DeRozan and Levine because Ball's been in and out, and they still doing their thing, man. They got a lot of new pieces over there, so I can see it. But I expected them to be what they're 5th. I expected them to be around 5th to 7th in the East.
Here you go with your bullshit again.
It ain't no bullshit. That's the truth.
DeMar DeRozan did not play like this in San Antonio.
Because he was playing in the system. They got a free
He didn't have no California niggas in San Antonio to click with.
Nigga, go look at the squad, nigga.
I don't think he
and
was.
you tell me.
Yeah, he was playing in.
Shit,
he was playing in that.
Nigga, it's a whole different. It's a whole different coach. Whole different everything.
Your voice hit a whole nother octave.
Yeah, hey, DeRozan though. DeRozan, he was playing in Pop's system. He wasn't doing the way he didn't took off now doing his. Yeah, he took off now.
He got Billy Donovan who lets the superstar do what the fuck they want to do.
Who's also from Cali.
Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Here's Russell Westbrook. I'm just saying they got some familiarity with each other. That's why it's clicking.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, they need to these cats need to base that on their new big threes then, because a lot of these big threes ain't.
Think about it. That's why Zion trying to get to fucking New York. Zion trying to get to New York so he can run with some people that he's familiar with. RJ Bear, all them Duke boys.
Cam Reddish
up there. Cam Reddish, all them Duke boys are up there, and now he's trying to get up there for a reason.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: like, y'all see Memphis in your final?
No.
Just lost my life. You hearing that real quick?
No, I don't see them in the finals.
No.
Unless injuries take place or whatever, like they can. But no, I don't see them in the finals.
Not bad.
To answer your question about if I changed my pick, you got more. Nice. If I changed I did, because my pick in the beginning of the season was L.A. Lakers, Brooklyn Nets. I don't think either one of them is going to get out of the play-in. Or if they get out of the play-in, they're not getting out the first round. Neither.
I don't think the Lakers will get out, but Brooklyn will.
Nah, they ain't gonna have enough. They ain't gonna have enough time to play together with Ben Simmons. You see, the issue was at first they didn't have enough playing time playing together with Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Plus, Kyrie still can't play at home.
Hey.
Or Toronto.
They supposed to list the what's
They're not going to.
Well, I got banned.
Why?
Because it's probably the language.
Oh, my bad.
Said,
damn.
They don't allow threats, attacks, insights on violence against others, and dehumanizing.
Really? Y'all were aggressive today.
We wasn't.
The N-word.
Seriously.
Or someone was coming through in there and just reporting you found. Antonio Fuller says Warriors versus Bucks or Nets.
Warriors versus Bucks or Nets.
How long's the ban? Crazy to say.
The ban is until March 13th.
That's cool.
No, hold on.
That's just a week.
You can next go live as a host. Wait, hold on. You can next go live as a host from 3/13/2022 at 2040.
Oh, that's perfect. That's next week. That's next Sunday.
Yeah.
That sucks. My bad. I gotta watch my mouth apparently for all these. All these. What is that word? Obligarchs.
I can submit an appeal. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't know the rules.
Social media.
But so what y'all think? Warriors y'all think it's going to be the Warriors coming out of the East or
Out
the
of the West? No.
I mean, strong possibility once they get health. If they get Kuminga and Draymond back, I can't believe I say it. I'm saying Draymond, but once they get them back, man, it could be.
I got Phoenix going back to the finals to lose again.
Who do you think they losing to? The Bucks?
The Heat.
I think the Heat.
He gonna take it this year.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yep, my Heat are gonna take it again this year. They're gonna take it this year.
I don't think the Heat make it.
I'm telling you, the Bucks gonna get knocked off by possibly Brooklyn, and then, like I said, that Kyrie, that not being able to play on the road on at home, it's gonna bite him in the butt in the playoffs.
Phil, what you think about that?
I mean, I think the thing that would probably hurt him the most is Toronto ain't in the playoff race, but anywhere else he can play. And if they lift that ban, which I'm pretty sure they probably will lift it when playoff time comes, I think Brooklyn may be all right, but I don't see them getting past Giannis, man, to be honest with you. And it all depends. It's kind of hard, man. I want to say, I think it might be either the Bucks or the 76ers, man, in the finals versus possibly the Warriors.
If I had to choose anybody outside of the Heat, I would choose the 76ers, just for the simple fact that 1-2 punches is in
the league right now.
It's going right now. They doing their
in
thing.
the league right now. But my whole thing is, what is what is he going to do when? What is he going to do when playoff time comes? James Harden, he always falters playoff time. Always.
This might be his year, man. This might be a year. Like you said, he back with his guy, Daryl Morey. He feeling comfortable. Apparently, COVID has been lifted from the Philadelphia strip club, so he good. He back in the streets.
You realize you make money going live? I made some money going live.
Did you?
Yes, he did. I saw
What?
it pop up.
Yeah, so we might have to watch our language a little bit.
Okay.
Just saying.
Chris the Vet doing big things out here. Huh. Does that rejuvenate you, James Harden?
No,
He been mailing in last few episodes. He ready now. You ready?
Oh,
Let's go.
He
Let's
ain't
get
got the
it.
bling bling on. He gonna
Let's
have it
get
next
it.
weekend though.
He
gonna
gonna
have
come
it
back
next
with a whole new Jacob, nigga. He gonna have a wrist going and everything.
no, but I just noticed that.
That's what's up.
Man,
That's what's up. Congratulations. Kyrie. So the mayor's in a predicament in New York, man. He wants to lift it, but if he does, he looks like he's doing it just for Kyrie.
But at the same time, I think everybody's lifting it right now.
Everybody's lifting it.
My job even lifted it the other day.
My job lifted it.
They
My
went
job
crazy in the office.
Yeah, my job lifted it.
My boss running around. You can take your mask off now.
Is it bad that I told them, I was like, nah, I'm good.
I felt weird,
I keep
man.
my mask on.
Felt weird. And my wife was like, yeah, we was in that movies yesterday with all them people. It was packed. No
Mask on.
mask.
Do you have a mask on?
I didn't have no mask on. I've been walking around maskless, man.
I know your wife had one on.
She didn't last night. She usually do.
Yeah.
For some reason, last night she didn't. We talked about that today. She was like, yeah. For some reason, I didn't have it on. But
Had to eat
Yeah,
that
man.
popcorn, man.
hey, let's hit around the locker room real quick.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna come back with some more NBA talk. But we gotta get this around the locker room in.
All right, you gonna go ahead and get shit over there?
Yeah.
We're going to commercial break or are you going to go ahead and change?
Yeah, he gotta go through
Transform and go through
his little transformation.
It's your boy Frogg with Around the Locker Room and Turn the Game, the podcast. I want to address the Harden for Ben Simmons trade that happened at the trade deadline back in February on the 10th. Now, it's almost been a month, and I want to give my take on who I thought won the trade and why. First, we want to talk about who the trade was for. Brooklyn received Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, a 2022 first-round pick that's unprotected, and a 2027 first-round pick that's protected. Philadelphia received James Harden and Paul Millsap. On paper, you would say Brooklyn won that trade because of all the assets that they received. A sharpshooter in Seth Curry, a serviceable big man that can start in Andre Drummond, and of course, Ben Simmons, the talented uber point guard, a la Magic Johnson in height and everything else except for the shooting touch. Philadelphia just got James Harden, former MVP, and then Paul Millsap, a journeyman. But in my opinion, Philly won the trade, and I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, Ben Simmons hasn't played a minute for Philadelphia. He's been healthy, maybe not mentally, but physically he's been able to get on the floor if he had to. It's been about a month. He hasn't, I don't even know if he's practiced with him. Word on the street is he's now got a back injury, and we don't know when he's going to be back. He definitely won't be back for the March 10th matchup with Philadelphia, which is, in my opinion, I think he's running from that. He's running from a lot of things, but we can talk about that another day. Harden has played at an MVP level since he's got to Philadelphia. He's rejuvenated, just like Harden usually is. After a trade that he pushes himself out of a squad, he gets rejuvenated and he comes in at all-star MVP level. First game in with Philly that he played, he had 27 points, 8 rebounds, 12 assists in a victory. He has since gone on to have a triple-double, and has influenced the others, as they call them, as Shaq and anybody else that played in the league calls them, to step up their play and play at their best, mainly Tyrese Maxey. So let's talk about the record since the trade. Since the trade, Philly has gone on to a 7-2 record. They're 39-24 overall, first in their division. And mind you, this trade happened within a division, which is crazy within itself. Brooklyn has been abysmal, 3-8, 32-33 overall, fighting for a play-in game. Now, Brooklyn played today. They got beat by the Celtics. They got lit up by Jason Tatum for 50-something points. Ben Simmons could have helped with that because he could have guarded him because nobody else seemed to have been able to guard him. But we shall see how this concludes. When Ben Simmons finally plays and we wrap up this year, we probably won't be able to really tell by the end of next year how this trade really fares out. But in my opinion, Philly won the trade. They got a leg up in the East. They're my favorites to come out of the East now. This has been another Around the Locker Room with Turn Again the podcast. It's your boy Frogg. I'm out.
All right, and we are back here. Chris J, did you hear?
Yeah.
That was Frogg.
Yeah, that was good. Good stuff. Good information from Frogg's perspective in the locker room.
So what you guys think about the big trade between Brooklyn Nets and the Philly boys?
Well, from what it looks like so far, Philly got the upper hand. I mean, that's what
Yeah,
I mean. But
right now, I agree with Chris. Philly got the upper hand right now
until we see Ben Simmons
play.
And I didn't know he's going to be out. I mean, they're saying it's a back issue now.
Now he got a back injury.
Oh man, see that plan.
So
it's only like 13 games left in the regular season. This
Yeah,
NBA
it's like
season went by
19.
fast.
19.
Oh, it's 19? Hey, I was watching the Thunder game the other day. This is off the subject, but they was not a Thunder game. The pre-show, and they had the records on there. So they had these fools at 12 and 22. And I was thinking, and they had the other squad. They were playing Denver. They had them. Denver was like 34 and 29 or something. I'm like, they didn't play that many more games than Thunder. I mean, I'm thinking, what the hell happened? Did Thunder get some games canceled or something? No, they had the wrong damn record up there. It was 42 and 12.
Who's 42 and 12?
Thunder like 40. Well, no, I'm sorry, they
12 and 42.
12 and 42 or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, Thunder. They waiting for them lottery balls to drop so they can get who in the draft. Who's good in college right now?
Phil?
A couple of cats. Good. They're trying to probably get old boy from Gonzaga. Chick, Homegrown, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, of course. But yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to go off the subject on that. Yeah. So you think Philly also got the best part of that pick, that draft? I mean, not that trade.
I mean, for now, yeah. I mean, because we don't know what Ben Simmons and Kevin Durant them look like, so we can only go and say, yeah, they got the best part of the trade. So.
I mean, it's been a month. I mean, you know, how long does it
He
take?
ain't played yet, so we might not get to see this happen until next year, let's say, depending on when he plays. So now, yeah, Philly got the best part.
And that's what I said. I said we probably won't be able to see who actually won this trade till next year. When Simmons actually plays, and they actually play a full year.
Right.
Philly play a full year together, but just a month in.
But
I'm giving it to Philly.
Well, yeah, for now, yeah, absolutely. But it's crazy how juvenated Harden got, though. That fool got rejuvenated.
Like I said, that he always wanted to go to Philly, though. That's why he got rejuvenated. And the thing that helped everything out was the fact that Ben Simmons wanted out of Philly.
He did what now?
He wanted out of Philly.
Oh, yeah.
That's what helped it out. So once that happened and this started happening, Kyrie couldn't play and all this other stuff, James Harden saw his exit.
Got to open the door for him to get on up out of there.
And then I read an article about Dirk Nowitzki talking about how these players are pushing their way out of these teams and stuff, and how it's wrong.
Are players doing it, or is Harden doing it?
No, players. Harden did it.
But I feel like Harden does it most aggressively. Like he just
Zion trying to do it.
Sits out, and throws a fit, and not play again.
Well, Zion did it. Ben Simmons did it. A lot of players did it and said, oh, "I'm not happy here, and I'm not gonna play." Or
whose fault is this?
Whose fault it is?
It's your baby daddy's fault.
Yes, sir.
LeBron.
How's LeBron's fault?
I'm just kidding. Nah, but see, it's all well. It's really.
I thought Phil was going to say.
To be honest with you,
going to give me the reason.
LeBron has, since he came into the league, promoted player empowerment. So, and I'm with it to an extent.
Chris Paul too.
Chris Paul does it a lot. I mean,
No, but it's Adam Silver and them's fault, because if it would have been like this a long time ago, Chris Paul would have been on the Lakers squad playing with Kobe. But
I don't think they wanted to play with each other.
Huh?
But I mean, why would you say that though?
Because Adam Stern blocked that trade.
Because the NBA blocked the trade for Chris Paul to the Lakers.
When LeBron went to the Heat, Chris Paul wanted to go instead to the Clippers. He wanted to go.
The
to
NBA was running the New Orleans Hornets at the time.
Yeah.
And blocked the trade.
Oh, I see.
They were in OKC.
So when Adam Silver got there, he was like, "Well, forget it. Let's do it."
Yeah, he's letting everybody do what they want to do.
So what type of regulations do you think they could put in place, if they could do any?
It's too late now. They won't have a league. They won't have a league anymore.
Yeah, if they try to backtrack this, they probably.
Well, they would still have a league, because these people still need to make their money.
Well, think about it. A lot of them.
I mean, you're
are
right.
paid already.
A lot of the big guys are already set pretty much. Where they would probably leave, but
what
a lot
they
of
gonna
these,
do? They gonna start their own league?
A lot of them cats is on the way out the door anyway. Yeah, a lot of them cats is just they probably just retire. Say, you know what?
The next collective bargaining agreement is gonna have some kind of clause in there to where you can't force your way out.
And that's exactly what they do.
Mid-contract. You just can't just say, I'm ready to leave. I ain't going to play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be something that's going to stop all this or slow it down to where players really going to think hard about
where they go.
Yeah.
And who they playing with.
And if they're going to try to force their way out.
Because, I mean, come on, think about it. I mean, James Harden, he's forced his way out of two different situations.
Which is bull.
2 years in a row.
Which is bullshit.
It's crazy.
Like that is just like, how are you even allowed to play in the NBA now?
How can you actually shut down like that and not
But look though, look.
It's crazy.
You work for an organization, you play for an organization. Your whole thing is to win championships at some point. Your thing is to win championships. Your legacy is on the line. If the organization is not putting you in a position to win, why stay there?
But that's
everything. Life ain't fair.
That's always.
Karl Malone ain't got a championship. Karl Malone ain't got a championship.
He tried.
Allen Iverson.
He tried.
Listen,
Allen Iverson didn't go nowhere.
Y'all bringing up these cats. Iverson is the exception to the rule. Y'all bringing up these cats that didn't win a championship, that went to the finals and lost, but when it was before they left, before they retired and stayed with they didn't stay with their squad.
Well, I mean, I forgot about Karl Malone leaving, but I mean,
they went to other teams.
Okay,
Barkley did it. A lot of cats did it, but it's on the organization to put the players in place.
But do you not feel like Brooklyn was trying, like when they signed Harden, their true intentions was, we're going to put this team together to win a championship.
They went all in, but Kyrie kind of screwed them, and Harden
could have stayed and played.
He could have stayed, but the thing is, it's kind of like what Phil said. Harden didn't want to go there in the first place.
Then he shouldn't have went.
He went to win a championship. He wasn't going to stay in Houston.
He should not have cried in Houston and went to Brooklyn.
He wasn't going to stay in Houston and lose.
Let's just keep it $150. He shouldn't have went to Brooklyn. Instead of making excuses for him, Just say
No.
He shouldn't have
He
went to
should have
Brooklyn.
went. He shouldn't have stayed.
And what he's doing
in
is
Houston.
bull.
He would have never got to Phoenix the Philly if he would have stayed in Houston. He did the right chess move by going to New Jersey or Brooklyn, whatever you want to call it, and seeing if it was going to work out. It didn't work out. An opportunity presented itself to get to where he really wanted to go.
An opportunity presented itself because he started screwing over his whole team.
No. Opportunity presented itself because Ben Simmons decided he didn't want to play. So that was the door that Harden walked through. So as soon as that door opened up, Harden said, "You know what? I'm gonna mail it in." Forced them to trade me.
You had two cats that forced their way out of their organization, and it so happened that it worked out in that way.
They forced their way to where they wanted to go.
And that's crazy.
Ben wanted to be in Brooklyn.
It's crazy they can do that.
Harden wanted to be in Philly. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
You just said in the collective bargaining agreement that's about to come up, they're gonna have something to change this.
That's not something that I'm rooting for.
So you don't have a problem with the NBA the way it is right now?
I don't have a problem with player empowerment at all. These owners can do whatever the hell they want to do to these players, and it's all good.
These players are making millions and millions and millions.
The owners are making billions off of their backs.
So what?
I'll put it like this, Frog. This is my 2 cents on
off their backs.
What the NFL is doing.
Without the game of basketball, they would not be millionaires.
What the NFL is doing.
Without the owners,
terrible.
they wouldn't be on teams.
Well, not just that, but what the NFL is doing.
Let's keep it $1.50.
Is terrible to their players. The NFL is what's terrible. That needs to be reconstructed. For a player to go sign a contract to a team, not even a loan contract, but to sign a contract to a team and then realize, like, I don't want to be here no more. Then act like a spoiled brat about it. And then eventually pushes himself off the team because they can't force him to do anything.
So was James Harden playing? Was he playing at 100 the entire time at Brooklyn?
Nope.
So you think that's okay? So you think that's okay for him to shut down so he can get shipped out of there? Do you think that's okay? Is that fair for his other teammates? Hell no. What about the other guys on the team that's not making millions?
They should be, as you said, happy to be making the millions off of these from these owners, whatever.
No, it's actually a question. You want to answer that question? He just shut down on his other teammates.
The same thing he did on Houston. Completely shut down.
And these other cats, they're not making millions like
Nothing's
that.
wrong with him, clearly.
He's not keeping those other guys from playing basketball.
But he's preventing them from getting a chip and having a good player.
They wasn't going to win a chip without Kyrie.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
What's your excuse for James?
Yeah.
I feel like you got an excuse for James, too. Go ahead.
No, I don't have an excuse for James. He shouldn't have shut down. He played hard when he first got there last year. He played hard, and due to injuries, they didn't make it far. So now, when he seen that opportunity, he shut down. When he seen that opportunity is when he shut down, because that's the only way that he could have got traded. Because if you would have looked at the narrative between the head coach, Steve Nash, and you would have listened to what everybody else was saying and Harden's camp was saying, Steve Nash was like, Harden ain't going nowhere.
Steve Nash.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steve Nash is the head coach of the Nets. He said he's not going nowhere. He said we keeping him. But the narrative from Harden's camp was, no, we're going to go. We're not even going to sign the contract. We're not even going to re-sign. We're not going to do anything. So at that point in time, now it's a business decision. Let's go ahead. Ben wants out. He wants out. We probably can get Ben to re-sign. We can probably keep Kyrie and KD under contract and go from there. So at that point in time, it was a business decision. You gotta, if he doesn't want to be there, you gotta trade him and try to get something for him. Don't be like the Thunder.
The Nets got a lot for James Harden that they wouldn't have got had he left after next year.
They got two shooters. When Joe Harris come back, they got two shooters. They got Curry and they got Joe Harris. They got another big man in Andre Drummond, who you might say is trash, but his job is to rebound and hit people.
Yeah, he got a double-double.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I would say I think Brooklyn got the upper hand.
And they got two picks
in the trade. But my whole
first
complaint
round
was
picks.
just the fact that the only reason I made a huge deal about it, I actually care less, but it's just like, let this have been LeBron.
It was.
When did LeBron go to a final and shut down and then leave the next year? He didn't.
When he went to the finals, against San Antonio and they lost, and he left and went to Miami the next year.
He left after completing his contract. He left after finishing the season. You can't begin to share. You can't.
He shut down.
He was the only one playing.
Your question is, when did he shut down?
He shut down at the end of the season, which is different.
We're talking about
mid-season.
shutting down, forcing your way out during a season,
and screwing over your teammates
Oh,
That's what we're
mid-season,
talking about.
Which Harden now done this twice.
well, LeBron doing it this year.
He just scored 56 points.
Yeah,
How's
LeBron
he
ain't
shutting
doing it
down?
this year.
I'm trying to figure out.
He's averaging over 27 points. How is he shutting down?
Hold on. Because of the way he's gonna LeBron.
Because he's not
not
the top athlete that he used to be.
No, but he is not the same player that he was for a whole season. You've never seen this out of LeBron for a whole season. Ever.
He is
since he's been in the
99
league.
years old.
It doesn't matter. If you're on the court, you give 100%.
In which he's
That's
giving
my problem.
he's giving more percent than Harden has.
And
What now?
That's ooh, hey, Harden. Okay, Harden
He's
don't play
giving
defense.
more percent than a
whatever.
lot of NBA players are doing right now.
He ain't got no choice.
You're right. He don't have a choice, but he's showing
No,
up.
he does.
He ain't
He
shutting
does. He
down.
does have a
They have a
choice.
losing
He does
record. He ain't shutting down.
He does have a choice. He does have a choice.
What he could do? Shut down and go somewhere else?
He's not
The
going to
way-
shut down. They got a chance to be in the play-in. He has something to prove. He's not going to
He's
shut
trying to-
down unless they are completely out of it.
And if you look at his body language yesterday in that game, if you look at his body language, he was getting mad and frustrated with everybody because he knew he had to win that game. He had to. And then if you look at the game before when he shut down, when he was in the post, they didn't pass him ball. Somebody shot a good shot. This team got the rebound. He went back to the post and he threw his hands up and acted like a little kid because
many
they were
points he
taking good
scored
shots,
that
but they
game,
didn't give him the ball.
How many points he scored that game though?
The game before, I don't know.
He scored
I'm not
30-something.
talking
He scored over 30
I'm not
points.
He scored
already.
over 30 points in that game.
It doesn't matter, but what I'm saying is, look at the way he's acting.
And he's
It's
still
the way that
and
he's
he's acting
Look,
that way
I mean,
and
listen.
still balling.
He's got Hall of Famers and whoever else missing layups and throwing the ball in the stands. I'd be frustrated too. I can't blame him for he put the team together. He see what he got. He see what he put on the court.
That's
And
management fault.
it's madness. It's
No,
frustrating
look,
when
That's someone that
You
should have
got-
been like. That's someone that should have been able to be like, hey, LeBron,
Look.
Westbrook ain't gonna work for here.
But that's you giving LeBron excuses. LeBron wanted Westbrook to come over there. Now, if you want to say management, LeBron wanted Westbrook traded for John Wall, and management said no.
Okay, then. See, if it was LeBron, we had John Wall. I think John Wall would be a little bit better fit than Westbrook, in my opinion.
You might think so. John Wall ain't played a whole season in like 4 years.
John
You
Wall,
might
Russell
think-
Westbrook, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh.
Which
So
is
you
true.
don't know what?
It wouldn't have made a
John
difference.
Wall
It's not
was
just interchanging a point guard for another point guard. It's the rest of the pieces don't fit.
No, that is 100.
The rest of the pieces are trash.
That is 100.
I mean,
And
Period.
I have no problem in saying this was a failed plan by LeBron trying to put together this team. In my opinion,
And it's not all on LeBron because LeBron, yes, he may have some say, but management,
I mean,
they
but
can-
I don't
they
know.
can
According
make
to
the
Phil,
moves.
This is LeBron's team. This
management
is
can make the
100%
moves.
Whatever LeBron
They could have made a
wants.
move at the trade deadline. They could have. Hell, Vogel can coach better for all I care. They could have got rid of Vogel, put in another coach in his place, and spark something within that team. And you can't spark that. But at least try. At least management try to do something. They did nothing. And
You
everybody
look
wants
at
to
it, like I
put
said,
this on
I
LeBron.
think-
Everybody want to say
I
the
don't-
management is trying to prove a point to LeBron because he wanted to choose the team and all this crap. LeBron is doing
Well,
everything that he can for them to win these games. They're gonna go out in flames and try
It's the
again next
same
year.
It's the same situation. And if you want to say coaching, this team right here had one of the greatest coaches of all time coaching that team. And there's nothing you can do when you assemble a team like that.
What are you
Phil
talking
Jackson
about?
and then also
What are
Phil
you
Jackson
talking
and the
about?
Los Angeles Lakers when he had Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, and Shaq. Same situation. That's why they didn't win. You know, you have all
Oh yeah,
these
they
superstars.
that was a
Who
fail.
did they lose to?
They lost to a Detroit Pistons team that had not one superstar on.
The other one with
They got
Hamilton on it.
swept. They had swept.
By a young,
It's-
up and coming Detroit Pistons squad.
And ain't none of them to this day in the Hall of Fame, and ain't none of them even considered to be talked about in the top 5, top 10, or top 15 in their position.
that had grown together because they played together. They wasn't pieced together.
They were pieced together. What are you talking about?
Pistons?
You had Rasheed Wallace. Yes, you had Rasheed Wallace coming from God knows where. You got to remember, Ben Wallace was drafted by the Chicago Bulls and went to a couple of different teams before he got to Detroit. The only person on that team, Rip, came from Washington. The only person that was drafted to that team was Tayshaun Prince. Chauncey Billups got drafted by the Denver Nuggets and went somewhere else before he ended up there. They were all pieced together. They were not drafted. They did not grow together on that team. They probably have been together 1, maybe 2 years.
You said 1, maybe 2 years. Which one is it?
I don't.
No,
I'm
seriously,
not looking at it right now. I'm going.
Which one is it? Because the Lakers,
I don't have a computer.
the Lakers, it was the 1 year. Am I not right?
It doesn't matter, but they're all Hall of Famers. They didn't play in.
Dude.
They didn't play in multiple. They didn't play in multiple All-Star games together. They are familiar with each other. They didn't play together with each other.
How much time we got left, Buck?
We got. Ooh, I'm glad you said that, Chris. Because right now, let's go ahead and scoot on over. Sorry to cut you off, Phil. We got another segment to kind of carry back onto last week's segment. Hey, Phil, is there any way you can message me some of your shoes, real quick? What's up, Sean is in chat. He said the 2004 finals pissed him off. I believe that was the Laker one that Phil was talking about.
So just for reference, just whatever in giggles.
Just because, here we go, Frogg.
The
wants to
01,
his last
the
word.
Pistons from 01 to 03, they either went to the semifinals or lost the finals, or they won the finals or lost the conference finals, or lost the finals the year after they won the finals. I mean,
who cares about the year after they lost the one?
Just saying. They look like they've been winning for quite some time.
I'm just saying, who cares about the?
So I can see how they would be able to beat. I can see where they would be able to beat that Lakers squad that was pieced together that year.
Mike,
I'm going to cut the mic.
Mute.
Cut the
mic.
mic.
Yeah, cut the mic.
Cut both their mics. We cut both their mics because even Phil's still talking. Boom! Silence. Yeah. Chris, how you feeling?
What's up, man? I'm good now.
Hey, you sent me some trash looking shoes, dog.
I did,
and I ain't gonna lie. Even I never saw these Duncans.
The Tim Duncans?
The Tim Duncans. That's.
Hey, is there any way you can put them on the screen? I can name them off.
Yeah. Let me.
I don't know the years, but I do know the names of who wore them.
Yeah. Here, give me a moment real quick while I try to make it look good. All you guys' pictures that y'all just sent me, I'm going to try to put it in like a little nice little folder. Muted now. Phil, talk to me. Oh.
Somebody's upset.
Oh, there he goes. There he is. All right, Frogg, touch your mic real quick.
Nobody's upset.
I don't know, man.
Frogg just always got to try to prove a point when he's wrong.
Your voice changed, brother. You turn into Incredible Hulk over there.
And of course, it kind of just threw them all in here. Give me just a moment. Talk to me about just Frogg. Take it away.
All right, so top 5 dead or alive, Wackest NBA signature shoe edition. This is the Whack of the Whack. Last week we did the greatest that we can think of.
My bad. I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna have to put them up one by one because they just kind of threw them all in my download.
We're gonna go through our list.
Right now, I have the Adidas. I'm gonna go through your list first, Frogg, because yours is more in order than what Chris's came at me in.
Okay.
I got your Adidas Kobe'S.
The Kobe 2s. Is that the 2s?
Is that the one?
Kobe 2s.
Kobe 2s.
Yeah.
Look like something from Back to the Future.
That's probably the ones I had too. The silver and black joints.
Yeah.
Yes. Them was my number ones. Yeah, those are freaking horrible.
Them ain't quite number 1 for me. There might be.
That was the ugliest basketball shoe I've ever seen.
I put them at number 5.
Did anybody own them?
Huh?
Did anybody pick them up?
No, absolutely not. I was not picking up that trash.
Phil, I know you picked up a lot of shoes.
Phil ain't picked up nothing but Nike. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. He don't wear Adidas.
He doesn't wear anything but Nike.
Kobe was before this time.
Hey, I did wear Adidas. I wore the D Roses.
Actually, the next one is gonna be.
Can we put it on the screen by chance up here, Buck?
I'm trying.
Okay.
So my next one is I'm gonna put this at number 5. I put the Kobe's at number 4. Nah, yeah. The Latrell Sprewell Dadas with the spinners.
Man, I almost threw them joints in mine, but I didn't.
The spinners.
Yeah, the spinner
The
joints.
spinners.
Yeah, horrific.
Come on, man.
Horrific.
He had
But you
some
know,
rims
he had
on
the
his
spinning
shoe.
rims, though. He had everybody had.
He
them for a
created
while.
the spinning rims.
Wait.
The ones next to the
Dadas.
Kobe's. The
Dadas,
Dadas.
yeah.
That's right. I remember the Dadas.
Dadas. And then at number.
Hold on, slow down.
Okay,
slow
my
down.
bad.
Damn,
My bad.
I'm struggling right now. The way for some reason they came in all weird and everything, dude. But I got the Dadas up. Everybody remember those.
Yes.
Did the rim actually spin?
It did.
Did
On the
y'all
shoe.
anybody pick up
on the
too?
side.
y'all
I
know
remember
someone
somebody
who
had a
them?
pair. Yeah, somebody
Nobody
had
I
a
knew
pair.
had them.
You sure you didn't have a pair of them?
Nah, bro.
Dadas was hot for a minute, and
Not those.
cats was rocking Dadas.
We was
I think
walking
people
regular,
was rocking the Dadas.
Yeah.
classic,
Dadas.
all whites, no basketball Dadas.
Okay. Whoa,
So those
those
are
are on the
Kobe
table. Those are
Those are the Dadas.
Them like they was
Crispy picture.
They're like they was here on the set.
You ready for the next one?
Yes, I'm ready, sir.
So the next one is the Big Baller ZL2s.
Didn't you buy
Hey,
these?
those aren't that bad.
What, the spinners?
No, the spinners is horrific. I'm talking about the big ballers.
Big Ballers?
Didn't you buy
ZL2s.
these?
I didn't buy them. You got them on the screen?
Yeah.
I did not buy them. I said I would buy them just to stash them so that I can, you know what I'm saying, cash in on them 20 years later. But
They don't look that bad.
they're not going to be worth nothing 20 years from now.
They really don't look too bad, especially with the black and gold. Y'all should see it
Those
here
are
in a
gross.
second. You think they're gross? Phil?
Those look like some shoes that you wear pushing pills in a nursing home.
What's up, Ryan?
You right.
In the building. Hey, them ain't bad,
You
man.
push some pills in the nursing home in them joints.
Nah, them ain't bad.
It does have a
Them ain't
push.
bad.
In your scrubs, trying to talk to all the little nurses,
You
all the
know,
little CNAs and the CMAs and all them.
ain't bad though.
Push your pills in them, bros. Them
You
joints.
might be right. Okay.
Next up is the Starberry
Oh
ones.
man, come on, man. I mean, for $10, them was rocking.
Starberry ones look like you can go to the moon and back in these joints.
Yeah, but they's only $10, man.
Not the Starberry ones. The basketball joints wasn't 10. He was selling them knockoff Air Force Ones for $10.
No, the basketballs was 10 too.
Was they?
Every shoe he had was 10.
This should have been number 1 then.
I remember I was going to supply my whole AU team with a pair of them joints. We was going to have team shoes.
All kind of blowouts on the court.
We was going to have team Starberries. I'm glad I didn't.
I don't get the logo.
Yeah.
I don't understand the logo.
It's
It
3.
looks like a Zorro Z on there.
Or backwards 3.
Or if there's such a
I mean,
thing.
you used to hoop in a pair of those joints.
No, sir. No, sir.
You had one.
No, sir.
You had a pair of those, man.
No,
You
sir.
hooped in. I promise.
No, sir.
Why you
Chris
playing?
is like, these
Why
look
you
tapped
playing?
Here he goes again with his
You know what?
selective memory
Why you
from our
playing?
childhood.
Why
I
you
did not
playing?
have a pair of those
I'm talking
basketball
about, I ain't
shoes.
saying like I'm not talking about like in the league or something, but you played in the park at the pair of them joints, man. Quit playing.
I
Quit
did.
playing,
no,
bro.
I did. No, I did.
Wow.
I would not be picked up on a squad if I walked out with the Starberries on. All right, and then my first ones, my number ones,
Those ain't bad, man.
Tim Duncan's Nike Total Foam Positive Maxes. All right,
Yeah, them
try to
was
get the whole
aggressive.
thing. All right.
Every week, man.
The foam posits.
Wireless mic, man.
Foam posits was look like they got veins on the side of them.
Oh, yeah,
like
the foam posits is
veins in his
trash.
foot.
So these were Tim Duncan's phone posits?
Yeah, they got the little bubble sole all across the bottom. I just don't understand what this was about. I mean, I guess it looks like a big man shoe.
What's up, Sharita in the building?
Looks like a Shaq,
Wow, yeah, those are horrific.
Shaq
too.
Diesel type shoe.
Like he got veins. You see? Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's my 5.
Okay.
Yeah, them is terrible.
All right, give me a hot second, Chris, because yours are the ones that I'm going to try to put it in the way that you text them to me, okay? So we're going to start with your first.
Okay.
Give me just a moment here. So you sure you never rocked none of those shoes?
Nah.
I could have swore you rocked this pair of Starberries, but I
did.
might be wrong, man.
I'm
But
trying to put them Starbursts in my feet. I don't know what they feel like. Never happened.
I'm thinking he did, man.
Never happened.
What was the worst shoe that you did actually rock?
The Patrick Ewings. Now, I rocked the hell out of those. I wore them one. It might have been freshman year.
I think I remember them.
Patrick Ewing's. I don't, for some reason, I was such a Nick fan and a Patrick
Hey,
Ewing
Chris,
fan.
we're gonna start on your second one that you sent me.
I
Not the
love
Dadas.
those shoes,
Okay.
and I refuse to put them in my list because I wore them. But they was my worst.
All right, so go ahead, Chris. We got your the second one you sent me up.
I gotta see it first because I don't remember.
Look in your phone. That's the second one you sent me.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't like picking up my phone.
My bad. Hey, no,
while
I'm
in the,
glad. That's
during
so
the
Just had a
show.
meeting about it.
Yeah,
during the
yeah,
show.
that's super professional. But you know,
Pick your phone up.
I'm gonna call it not an edible, audible on the play real quick.
All right, let's see here.
I think these are the. Yeah, I'm gonna lie to you. I don't even know who they are.
So.
It's the black ones, all black.
And they got red in them.
No, all black.
Just saw. Oh, those are the Dadas. You talking about, are they shiny? Oh no, those are Jordan. Those are Jordan 15s.
What?
Those are Jordan 15s. Horrific.
Are you serious?
Those look just like those damn near look like the Kobe's you put up there.
No
Come
way.
on, man. Those are horrible.
Those are one of my favorites.
And what the hell is up with the tongue? What is that? What?
I did play in those.
Yeah, you did play in
Those are comfortable as heck to
those
play in.
Trash.
He's upset.
They
Oh,
look
I
like
cannot believe you put
those
them
are
up there.
horrific.
He's upset. He
Horrific.
said, "Why are you talking about my daddy's shoes?"
Yeah. That would be my number 3 right there. It was horrible. Horrible.
All right, next up,
ugliest.
I'm throwing up your Carmelones.
Okay, the Carmelones. Yeah, the LA Gear Carmelones.
I remember that.
I remember the LA Gears.
This cat rocks
They
some
light
LA
up.
Gears, bro.
They light
Yeah,
up.
they
Bet you
did
got.
light
I
up in
bet
the
you got
back.
paid for those.
His shoes light up.
Light up in the back.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if you can play in them like lighting up, but I don't know. He may
don't
not have
think
played
so.
up. That's probably against the rules.
I don't think so.
But anyway, these are the LA Gears, and this might have been when he was with LA because they purple and black and got the little gold.
They might have lit up then because they wasn't.
So
he
yeah,
wasn't
the LA
playing
Gear,
much.
The LA Gear
He probably did.
Carmelones.
He started, I think.
Now those are terrible.
And then I got your.
The only reason LA Gears. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a point there.
wasn't that a fitness shoe at one point?
I think it was a kid's shoe.
Yeah, a kid's shoe.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No,
yeah,
it's a fitness shoe.
yeah. I lost my mic.
I'm out too.
Your mic?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
we
can't hear
lost-
nothing.
We lost a lot of things.
No, I can still hear y'all. Did y'all hit something?
No.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Looks like the cord came out the bottom.
Do you see where you need to plug it in at?
Yeah, let me look.
The next ones that he had, I think was the same ones that you had, Frogg, the Kobe's.
Can you hear me, though?
Yeah, we can still hear.
The Kobe 2s.
Yeah, the Kobe 2s.
The Back to the Future joints.
Uh-huh.
Ugly.
Did you have the silver ones or because he had some
He had the silver.
the black? He had different colorways. He had the black. Okay, we back now.
Y'all
The
can hear?
black, yeah.
Okay.
And but yeah, man, Kobe's was horrendous. The Adidas joints.
So them was two? I thought there was the ones.
No, I'm just the 2s.
Yeah, the crazy two. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they crazy. What was the one? The ones were a little bit.
The one crazy 8.
Yeah, crazy eight is terrible too. That's a Nike though, right?
No, it was Adidas.
Okay, that's Adidas.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And the last one I got for you, Chris, is your shiny Dadas. I remember those.
No, you forgot my Wades also. The
Wades?
Converse,
Yeah,
the
'cause there wasn't
Wades.
5.
Yeah, the Dadas. Them is the CW. Them is Chris Webber's.
All I got was 4 pictures from you.
It's interesting because I'm showing that 513, but okay.
Oh, the red ones. Sorry.
Oh, black and red. There they are. No, but yeah, the Dadas, them the C Webs, them is horrible.
C Webs.
Yeah, right here. Remember that? He was with Golden State.
Really?
All right, and now the Wades are up.
Who wore those Dadas?
That's C Webber. C Webber wore those Dadas.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
He balled in them though.
that's when he was with Golden State, I think.
He balled in them.
Then I got your black and red Wades.
These are the Wade ones, I believe, when he's with Converse. Trash.
I got them on my list too.
I think that's what's throwing me off. Is a multiple list. With some of y'all got the same shoes.
Oh yeah,
You think?
probably.
Yeah, I think that's
You think that's what it is?
that's what
I'm looking at the list. Like, I'm scrolling through my text right now, and I'm looking at the list this week opposed to last week's. Oh my, night and day. I mean,
Well, I can't believe you got that J in there though. Phil, what you think about that J he had in there?
them J's is
The
trash.
15s, I never liked them.
They don't they look like the Kobe's almost? The Kobe 2s?
No. Do not disrespect
Look,
Jordan shoes like that.
Come on, bro. Look at that. They look just like
They're
the
like-
Kobe 2 damn near. Look.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
like those.
Yeah. Trash.
I heard there was, but I ain't like it.
Man, they mad comfortable to hoop.
What y'all think about them waves?
All right, I think the first shoe I'm going to
Trash.
show up.
Air bubbles.
Hey,
Trash.
Phil, we're going to go on you real quick. We got to hit on you real quick before we run out of time. I got your Shacks. Look like they're in a spider web.
Yeah, I ain't like those.
Those are Reebok Shacks. These are the ones that was at Walmart, was it?
No, he don't have Reeboks no more. They actually changed those. They call them the Reebok Preachers. I don't know why, but that's what they would call
They
them.
changed the name to the Preachers.
Yeah, Reebok Preachers. Look up Reebok Preachers.
Yeah, and his Shacks are at Walmart, not these right here, because they changed the name so that I guess he couldn't have them in Walmart, maybe. I don't know.
And then I had the Starburst.
Yeah, those are Reeboks. Yeah, I remember those. Those is,
Wait, hold on. I'm going to announce the shoe that you're going to put up, okay? The next one I got for you is your Converse Waves.
Those are the Wayne Waves. Yeah, I didn't like those.
You wasn't feeling those either?
No.
trash.
So Wade, did Wade make any shoes that any of y'all like?
He made some Nikes, but I didn't.
No,
they were Team Jordans, right?
He was in the Jordan brand.
Yeah, Jordan brand.
He was wearing the J's. He was the face of Jordan at one point.
Right, and now he's with some other.
Lee Ning. He owns his own company.
Yeah.
And his D Wades, his Web Wades is pretty cool.
Rare Wades?
Wades.
Wow, yeah, them is horrible too. I thought mine was bad. Oh, those was like something fresh out of.
And then I'm gonna also put in your next shoes. We already talked about the Starberries, so I'm not gonna put those back up. But you sent me some Converses.
Yeah, I did those because they're horrible to play in, man. Like they are horrible. I mean, I understand back in the day, those are good fashion shoes, but they horrible to hoop in.
You talking about
what,
Chuck
them
Taylors?
D-Wades?
Horrible.
No,
The
he's
Chuck
talking about
Taylors.
Chuck
Chuck
Taylors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sent me some Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, I don't know how them cats hooped in Chucks back in the day.
It's like hooping barefoot.
Like hooping in them. Like hooping in them.
barefoot.
Like your feet gonna hurt, bro.
Like-
Jumping up, man. They have no cushion, no nothing.
Ain't
So
nothing in there.
I went with playing shoes. So.
Like how do you play basketball on those? And
What
how,
you gotta do?
But was there how many ankle injuries did you hear back in the day? Not none really. Not from my knowledge. Them cats didn't have them big old ankle braces on
Everybody
with them
played in
joints.
Chuck Taylors.
I guess because you can lace them up as tight as you need it to. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got one more that I'm trying to send, but it's giving me some issues, Phil. The last one you sent me.
Hey, next
And one. And one.
Oh.
And one.
And one.
Yeah, Frogg got a pair of them too.
And ones.
Frogg, you have some and one?
Yes,
I ain't never had a
ones,
pair of
too.
and one in my life.
And the Starberries. Good playing, man.
Yeah, it's not letting me upload.
Hey, but we got a treat for y'all next week. We're gonna get in our own bags, y'all, and bring out is it gonna be one or our top? Just one or two
Just our top.
Our top sneaker that we rocking right now that's in our closet. So we're gonna reach in our own bag
Top
and
collection.
bring out I might bring out some honorable mentions also. I don't know. Who knows?
All right, good show, fellas. Frogg.
Let's take it away like Calgon. We appreciate everybody that's joined in on the live on Chris J's TikTok. This has been another episode of Turn on the Game, the podcast. To watch or listen to this episode or any that you missed, log on to turnonthegame.com or your favorite podcast platform. Thank you for enjoying the show. Please like and subscribe on our official YouTube channel, Turn on the Game. Our official Twitter is at @turn_on_the_game. Follow us on Instagram at Turn on the Game, and you can also email us at turnonthegame4@gmail.com. Cash us up if you app us.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Donate aggressive.
To the cause.
Whoa, lady of the night. You turned into a lady of the night.
$ Turn on the Game, man. Cash app us.
Ooh.
Trying to get us banned again.
You turned into a lady of the night. Quickly.
I gotta be a lady of the night.
Cash at me.
Turn on.